Hi, it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media, and we have just finished our very first innovation pitch here at Breakbulk Europe, and I'm delighted to introduce Anisha, who is part of that pitch team, and you pitched your company, Consyn.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
how was the experience? First, just tell us how it felt to do that.
It was very relaxed, but very friendly. At the same time, I met some excellent people. So great experience all in all.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. So tell our viewers what Consign is and what the benefits are.
Yeah, absolutely. So Consyn is an AI platform for global trade compliance. We help importers, exporters, and customs brokerages, and we help them move goods shipments from point A to point B in a compliant way. More specifically, what we are concerned with is duty optimization. So there is an opportunity of upwards of probably 10 billion and definitely upwards of 2 billion in Europe, where importers and exporters tend to leave money on the table, whether it's because they don't understand their supply chain properly, they don't understand their customs, the way the trade agreements work or trade regulations work, and we're just here to help them navigate all this tariff and trade complexity.
Oh, that's great. Do you have an example of that, of one of a solution that you put together?
Yeah, actually, we
case study.
recently just completed a project with a manufacturer that does rotating equipment for oil and gas, and they also have a repair and return program. So if any of their parts need some sort of repair, they bring that in and they return it back. So now they have the authorization to bring in the goods that are meant for repairs without any duty. So they're allowed to suspend duties for that because they're going to re-export it. But they are not really set up to track this and implement this at scale. So what was happening is that in over 60% of the cases, goods that were coming in for repairs were also getting declared normally and duty was being paid on it. So what we did was we came in, integrated with their systems, and we built a workflow that essentially identifies when something is coming in for repair. It identifies it, it applies the right special procedure code so that they can benefit from the duty relief, and then reconciles it when that item is re-exported. It also flags if it's approaching the re-export deadline, and it creates like bills of discharge which are pre-validated and ready for their customs brokers to file. So basically with this project, we helped them save 108,000 in duties and freed up about 30,000 in cash flows in the first 6 months alone.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's so great. So I want to know, how did this product come about?
Actually, I previously built a company that does food imports. So it was a global food delicacies company. So I was very familiar with the challenges around importing and exporting, especially controlled goods like food, pharma, and much more now like aerospace and defense. But actually this company started with, we were helping exporters in developing countries realize their shipments, realize the payments against their shipments by navigating, by bypassing SWIFT and leveraging stablecoins. So we were working with importers and exporters quite a lot. And I brought in a lot of my fintech background into this. And then as we went along, we realized that actually the biggest challenge is around navigating financial and trade compliance. So that's how we got started. We started adding on workflows around trade compliance, HS classification, origin rules, bill of materials assessment, and we've just had a lot of traction since.
That's fantastic. Where do you get the information for the product, particularly the AI piece of it, and how do you ensure that that's kept up to date?
Yeah. So there is structured information and then there's unstructured information. It's easy for us to pick up structured information from the systems that the company might already use. So their ERP systems, SAP, whatever it might be. And then we augment that with their unstructured information. So we've built an ingestion engine that can take your PDF invoices, your Google Sheets, presentations, contracts with your suppliers, which have the terms and the Incoterms in place, packing lists, any sort of certificates, certificate of origin, any regulatory certificates that the company might have. So the system ingests all of that, and we've built a pipeline that actually helps it understand what's going on and get a very clear view of all of the documentation. So that's how we help the information that we're feeding into the system up to date.
Well, and that solves another problem that I hear a lot about from, companies in Breakbulk is their data just isn't ready to, put into some kind of a, AI powered system. But it sounds like you're solving that problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it's really important to understand unstructured sources of data, because as you said, if it's garbage in, garbage out problem, that's universal. So
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so tell me what's next for Consyn.
what's next? We are looking to connect with importers and exporters and run similar projects. For companies that we meet at Breakbulk, we're offering a free 2-week customs and classification
Wow.
audit because we feel that if we take on the client, and we only charge if on a percentage of the duties saved or cash flow saved. So we invite companies to work with us and benefit from the free audit that we're providing.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I hope everyone's listening to that. That is great. Well,
Amazing.
Thank you so much, and thank you for participating in our first innovation pitch.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right.